Hello, everyone. Dr. Anna Kabecka here. I am here to talk to you about stress and what it's doing to your hormones. I really want to talk about it from the point of how we can keep safe and sane during this time as we're dealing with this uncertain time. We're exposed to virus, we're exposed to the COVID virus, other influenza, and bacterial infections, and a sense of financial stresses, emotional stresses, relational stresses. I tell you, I am a single mom. I'm single mom and dad to my kids, and the financial, um, source and have been for over a decade. And it can take us down. I've been there. I know what this is like, and that's why I've committed to be with you every day through Easter Sunday. I'm going to do this, makeup or no makeup, just a warning, and we're going to walk this walk together and be as graceful and healthy and resilient as possible. So I want to read to you from a book that you guys might know. Yep, it's pretty much my magnus opus. This is a book that I want everyone to read, but let me share with you that in chapter 8, which if you haven't read The Hormone Fix yet, at least read chapter 8. It's on Audible, Kindle, and yes, I cry when I do the audiobook of it. But I want to share with you this important paragraph. And just stress comes as we are right now. But I wrote here on page 149, stress comes in all shapes and sizes. We worry about our children, our parents, our finances, our health, our jobs. We are exposed to stressful news, situations, and people on a daily basis. And the combined load of it all produces chronic stress, which can, as the details of my own personal story show, affect the quality of our lives in so many ways. But it doesn't have to be that way. When I began devoting my life to hormone balance, I was stunned at the lack of information and understanding about the relationship between stress and hormone levels. My own trauma forced me to understand it, piece together its puzzle, and make sense of it so that I could ultimately help my clients heal. I know personally and professionally that each of us can take control over the amount of stress in our lives and stop its assault on our hormones, our health, and our relationships. In time, you can, as I did, become more resilient and better equipped to heal from stress. Right? So this is a perfect time to talk about this. And with that, part of healing from stress is controlling our mind, controlling our thoughts, understanding where our thoughts are going. And if our thoughts are a flashlight and we're directing them down a negative, dark, deep pathway, we're going to stumble and fall. But if we focus things on the good, the genuine, the joyful, the beauty in our lives, what we're grateful for, that shifts our physiology, that shifts the drain on our most protective hormones. And I'll talk a little science in a minute, but I really want to share that when I was in med school, I had a professor, and one thing he said to me that always struck with me, it was the only thing really I learned from him, but he said, Anna, you're the only one who can upset yourself. I said, no, my boyfriend can really piss me off. He said, no, you choose how to react. You're the only one who can upset yourself. And it's true. So in my practice of stress management and learning to heal my physiology, right, to check my urine pH, like all of you guys are checking to check your urine pH. I mean, stress acidifies us. It creates inflammation. It increases cortisol, which increases sugar, which creates more inflammation. So it's a negative spiral cycle. But when we start to control our thoughts and manage them with respect, compartmentalize, as we worry, you may be worrying, and these thoughts come up all throughout the day. You can say, okay, I'm going to give time for this from 8 to 8:15 or whatever time it is you choose, but you designate a time and you stick to it. So you honor that time of thought, compartmentalization, focusing on the positive. And let me show you a little bit about what's happening with our hormones. I just drew this out because I just wanted something that was simple our major hormones are, let me do it this way, cholesterol, right? We're going to get our hormones from cholesterol. Oh, I can't do it backwards. And so the big thing I want you to know from this, and I could show you a very more scientific graph, but the big thing I want you to know from this is from cholesterol, we get pregnenolone, and then to progesterone, which is going to go to cortisol. And you see on the other side, this side, you have DHEA. DHEA converts all the way down to estrogens and testosterone, and testosterone also converts to estrogen. When we are stressed, we are depleting these reproductive hormones. When we are using our pregnenolone or our progesterone to make cortisol, we are losing this neuroprotective hormone. So what happens? We become more anxious, more uncertain, more worried, more fearful. All of these things happen when we start to deplete this neuroprotective hormone, progesterone. So using some progesterone, using some pregnenolone is definitely something that each and every one of us, if we're especially postmenopausal, that I recommend doing, and I'm doing it myself, using my pure progesterone cream and just using it every day. And but because that's a precursor hormone, it's neuroprotective, and using it at night like I am now helps us get a good night's sleep. So applying it to the temples, applying it to the neckline is something that you can do too to just calm down the nervous system. It helps increase the hormone GABA. And guess what? Progesterone's also immunoprotected. So it's like a double whammy. When we're stressed, we're increasing cortisol and we create more inflammation. But when we use the additional, when we de-stress or protect ourselves with higher levels of progesterone, naturally, right, from managing stress, increasing our adrenal reserves, then we have a stronger immune system, more circulating progesterone, more naturally stronger immune system. So these are some things that we can do on a daily basis to improve. So starting our day with gratitude journaling, choosing a cheer word, choosing what is good and right and healthy in your life to focus on, so that we do that now. So each day I've kind of figured a few different topics. I've gotten some questions from you guys. So in my girlfriend doctor messaging pillars, I know there was some questions about feminine hygiene, and also a question about, do we diet or will that increase? And I really want to address that, whether dieting, and I always say diet is a 4-letter word with the word die in it. How can that ever be good for you? Do we ever want to diet? I really try as much as possible to say the keto-green way. Let's work on our intermittent fasting, work on alkalinization, more important than anything. Dark green leafies, cruciferous vegetables, your broccoli, your cauliflower, your cabbage, cabbage soup, kale soup, collard greens. I mean, these are essential greens because they're rich in methylators, sulfators, and other nutrients to help us detoxify and boost our immune system. So that's really key. So I want to share a few tips with you in that. We got Donna here. Hey, Donna. And Tina said, does the hormones cause cholesterol increases? So adding hormones does not cause an increase in cholesterol, not at all. No. So our dietary fats contribute to healthy cholesterol levels. Sometimes depends on how much fats you're eating, but really it's the sugar that creates inflammation that also affects our triglycerides and our cholesterol. So it's a combination. Doing it right and extending your intermittent fasting is going to be the best thing, where I've seen cholesterols lower and also shift to more healthy types of cholesterol. So that's a great question, Tina. Yeah, definitely. While I'm here, please post your questions. I figured I wanted to talk tomorrow about sleep, because sleep is so important. So I'll be talking a little bit about how we can get a good night's sleep, how we can rest. Today, understanding that stress is going to deplete our reproductive hormones, because everything's going to go towards making cortisol, our stress hormone, and other adrenaline, other stresses and responses. And remember, that is acidifying effect on our body. So check your urine pH, get Keto-Green. The essentials are in. I'm going to share my screen here. But again, type your questions. I'm going to share my screen and just share with you the Breeze package that I've given all of you right now, so that you guys can just get those extra information, extra bits of information, the Keto-Green food list basics. Make yourself some ghee. If you haven't done this, you definitely want to come through this program. So it's my 10-day masterclass. I call it Breeze Through Menopause, but whether you're before menopause or after menopause, this is a, highly valuable course that has unlimited access for you. Just sign up by March 31st and it's free for you. So it's absolutely free for you. Now you go through it, and down here at the bottom, restart the course. Click restart, and automatically you'll be sent emails with accountability information, so you can set your goal, set your mindset. And a big part of stress management is when you are able to be in control, to feel a sense of control. And another big part of increasing, like overarching, to increase our peace during this time, is also empowering oxytocin. So I have a video on that as well. So all of these discussions are in here, little snippets to help you really enhance your physiology and get Keto-Green. So just a note on the so this is more of the steroidogenic pathway. You guys can download this from Genova. I'll try to upload it into our Facebook group at Keto-Green Community. I'll try to upload it in there, and you'll be able to see more of the conversion of hormones. So from cholesterol, we make pregnenolone down to progesterone. Progesterone gets converted further on down. We need progesterone to make cholesterol. Cortisol. We need progesterone to make cortisol. And so, so this is, again, important to understand in this time of stress, how that's going to affect. If we're sucking the pathways going down this way, we're sucking dry, essentially, all our reproductive hormones, our hormones that build us up. We're getting the life-saving hormone, which is necessary, but it's not necessary right now for most of us, right? We can create this peace that surpasses all understanding and be able to thrive from it. So what happens when we have more cortisol in the States here? We have obesity, diabetes, hypertension, cardiovascular disease, hair loss. And if you guys want a special discussion on that, I've blogged about it, talked about it, because I had suffered with it. And I'm very conscientious right now not to allow the hair loss to creep in. But as we prepare our bodies, as we increase our strength, our own natural control, we are going to make it through this together, and prayerfully better than ever. So I want to share with you my favorite verse, one of my favorite verses in the Bible, and it's from Philippians chapter 4, verse 8. I have to put my reading glasses on for this, but I want to share this. Oh, Jane wrote, "Sign me up." Thanks. Yeah, Jane, the link is in the notes. So definitely sign up. It's dranna.com/breeze 2020. And then as you check out, they'll ask for a discount code. You use Healthy Me 2020, all caps, and you will have free access, zero charge for the program. And April wrote, "Thank you for sharing all your wisdom and care." April has been with me I guess since my original Magic Menopause program. She is Keto-Green, and I've encouraged her and all our ladies who are in Magic Menopause to join in our Keto-Green community and help raise up another wise army of women that are healthy and resilient and strong, and that are here for everyone, for each other, even more importantly, for each other as we go through this. So Stress affects your hormone by depleting your major protective hormones and your reproductive hormones because it's going to cortisol. When that happens, also, for a long time, we start to feel disconnected and burn out. So, things that we can do to improve our quality of life right now is increase our love and bonding hormone and our love and bonding activities. So, and things that make us happy and joyful. Connection, right? This increases the hormone oxytocin, and it is the most powerful hormone in our body. It is alkalinizing and protecting and immunostimulating and immunoprotective. So I want to encourage you that even if you can't be around a table with your best friends or celebrating a birthday right now, that you are doing it virtually and spiritually at this time because we feel it. We feel it. We feel that energy. So I'll read with you. I'll read for you from my Bible, Philippians chapter 4, verse 8. Well, first, verse 4, do not be anxious about anything, but in everything, by prayer and petition with thanksgiving, present your requests to God, and the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. And then the next verse, it's hanging on my wall in my living room. It says, finally, brothers, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. Where we put our minds affects our physiologies. And the more we can create this peace that surpasses all understanding, I've been there, I write about it in that chapter 8 of the Hormone Fix. I know many of you have it already. So chapter 8, that chapter is really relevant to us and what we're going through right now. And I am here for you. I'll be back tomorrow to answer your questions. Post them below this video, as well as in the Keto-Green community. I have a Q&A post that's pinned to the top of the page. And so please join me there, and I will be live here and there, but come next Sunday, we're going to work to do the 10-day, my 10-day Breeze Through Menopause Masterclass, Keto-Green Masterclass together. We'll go through that together to the best of our ability. We're here to support each other, but enhancing our physiology, becoming more insulin sensitive as we get into intermittent fasting and getting into ketosis, and getting more alkaline to help with cortisol and to help nourish our body. Test, don't gas, right? You hear me say that all the time. I can actually do, if you want, I'll do a section on test, don't gas. Well, we'll do that and talk about what you're going through, what you're experiencing. I will just end. Oh, Trina wrote here. Joanne wrote, amen and amen. And Trina wrote, just had an oophorectomy, can't have hormones due to endometriosis for 6 months. Is there anything in the Hormone Fix that would help with any of this? Trina, absolutely. Absolutely. I've worked with many women with endometriosis, and I have to tell you that getting into detoxing your body, certainly with intermittent fasting, eliminating sugar, decreasing inflammation, right? Endometriosis is an inflammatory condition. So everything we can do now to get rid of inflammation is going to help you and nourish your body. So my clients with endometriosis, we stay strictly away from sugar. Sometimes we also do antifungal protocols because there's often a relationship in my clients with endometriosis and recurrent yeast infections. So I want to make sure that we're addressing that. And also, often I still use bioidentical progesterone. I use, especially you don't have your ovaries, I would recommend PPR cream, a little bit of progesterone, a little bit of pregnenolone nightly, Monday through Friday or Monday through Saturday, take Sunday off, just 5 to 6 nights a week. And that can help you get a good night's sleep, because cold turkey without hormones after oophorectomy, now that's a challenge. I'd avoid oral estrogen, certainly. I'd avoid oral or high doses, but bioidentical progesterone, whether you have a uterus or not, I think, especially now, because it boosts our immunity and is protective and is calming and helps us get a good night's sleep, is very, very beneficial overall and will really help us heal. So often when your doctors say you had endometriosis, they're saying, I'm not going to give you estrogen, but bioidentical progesterone can be very, very beneficial. So thanks for asking that. Nita said, thank you. April said, I'm in to do the plan together. Excited. April, be sure you log in and dranna.com Breeze 2020 and use the code HealthyMe2020 and you'll be in. And don't forget to reset at the bottom. That will start. So even if you hit the reset now, to start the 10 days again, you'll be able to reset again. And I'd like us all to, as much as possible, for the 10 days starting on Sunday, this coming Sunday, to start the 10 days. And that puts us just into a really good rhythm as we finish out this Lenten season, as we finish out this holiest time of our year, and we finish out this most extreme crisis time that probably many of us have ever faced in our lifetime. So coming from a place where I've been traumatized, I've suffered, I've wanted to die, I was in terrible depression and was, incredibly disconnected. I can tell you that there is light at the end of this tunnel. We are in this together, and I'm here to help you conquer the physiology of stress that really works against us during this time period. Everything we can do to find that silver lining, to focus on the good. What is good? What makes us laugh? What makes us feel joy, what brings us pleasure that we should do. We should definitely be doing that now. So thank you for being here. Share this. This class is open to anyone and everyone. It is my gift during this time, and my time is my gift with you to be here with you and ask your questions. Joanne wrote, I am postmenopausal. Can I join too? Yes, it doesn't matter if you're 20 or 90. Honestly, this will help you. Every part of this program will help you. Certainly, it's designed, there's a hormone class in there that's designed toward perimenopause towards the postmenopausal, but it's still, the principles are to get us healthy, to help us quickly become a more insulin sensitive and more resilient every step of the way. So Joanne, I really hope to see you inside the program. And again, share it with your pages, share this video and the link to my Breeze program. My team and I are all very pleased to help you. And I did get some questions about what are we doing currently in my my office and our distribution center where we have all our products. We are running ozone air filtration systems at night, and my team is rotating during the hours in the day. So there's only one person in a room at any one time. So they are feeling blessed and happy and are praying regularly and are encouraged. And we're doing the best that we can do to provide as much health and resources and love and community for you as possible. You are not alone in this. We are in this together, and I'm here to help. So I can't wait to see you, and I'll see you tomorrow again live. Thank you, guys.